Exactly when Social Security will be bankrupt. Or will it? That's a great question and exactly what I want to focus on for you right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to address a question that I recently saw down below in the comment section from somebody right here in the community who reached out and asked, can you tell me exactly when Social Security is going to be bankrupt? That's a really good question. Like I said, I do want to focus on the details for you here in this video, and I do think that my answer to that question is probably going to be a little bit unexpected and probably not what you're thinking, so let's get into it and talk through all the details. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day as your one and only daily advocate, as I truly want to help you out in any way that I can by keeping you updated of what's going on, and anything popping up right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. Also, as long as you're right down below the video hitting that subscribe button, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to share this video with your friends, family, and social media so we can continue to help out as many people as we can right now during this very busy and confusing time. All right, thanks so much. Please subscribe down below and let's get into it and talk about Social Security being bankrupt. When exactly is this going to be happening, and my answers to this question. And again, a very interesting question. I wonder why this person was asking the question for an exact date. I'm not really sure, but I do want to answer it for you because this is actually a very interesting and unique question as well. Now, let me ask you a really quick question in return. How long have we been hearing Social Security is broke, Social Security is broken, Social Security is bankrupt? All of these different things, we've been hearing it our entire life. Now, you've probably been hearing it just as long as I have. I know for as long back as I can possibly remember, I've been hearing all the things, right? Social Security's broke, it's going away, it's bankrupt, all kinds of stuff like this. We've been hearing it for so many decades, like our entire lives, right? Probably from the 80s or 90s or maybe even the 70s. I don't really know. I just know that I've been hearing it virtually my entire life, okay? But is it really going to be bankrupt at some point? Great question. Like I said a minute ago, my answer to this question is probably going to be a little bit different than what you're expecting. But let me talk you through the details about this, and of course, I will answer that question for you as well. Now, here's what it comes down to. Is Social Security broke right here, right now? Are they bankrupt? No, not even close. In fact, as a result of the most recent Social Security Board of Trustees, we get a report out of them once per year. The most recent report that we got out a handful of months ago came out and showed that they have $2.7 trillion in the trust funds. Let me ask you, if you were sitting with $2.7 trillion in a bank account, would you feel bankrupt? Probably not, right? I'm thinking you'd feel probably pretty wealthy. I mean, seriously, that's a ton of money, right? $2.7 trillion is a lot of money, okay? They are not broke. However, to be fair, the amount of benefits that are going out to beneficiaries is more than the intake of Social Security through Social Security payroll taxes. So the analogy that I've used before is like a bathtub, right? You've got the drain on the bottom of the bathtub, and you've got the spout, or like the faucet, right, that is pouring water into it. The drain on the bottom is bigger than the faucet pouring water in. So even though water is pouring in super fast into the bathtub, the drain is actually pushing water out faster than water is coming in. So inevitably, over long periods of time, that bathtub will eventually drain. The same thing goes with Social Security and the trust fund, right? More money is going out each and every month to beneficiaries than what is being brought in through Social Security payroll taxes. Therefore, that bathtub is slowly emptying, and over about 10 years of time, the trust fund will be empty. Okay, that's what it comes down to as of right now, provided no reform, no changes take place. Now, that's a whole different topic. Well, we can discuss that as well. There will be reform to Social Security. When will it be? We don't really know. We know that Congress is playing around with a ton of ideas right now. We don't know exactly what they're going to plan. We don't know exactly what they're going to do, but we do know pretty sure. We can't, of course, be 100% certain because we would never want to put that kind of bet on Congress because, you know, we're kind of dealing with like, you know, Congress. Anyway, we'll leave it at that, right? But anyway, we know that there will be some kind of change to Social Security because of Congress and the new policies and changes to reform it and increase solvency, all kinds of things like that. But let's just assume that nothing changes with Social Security, okay? We hit insolvency and now the trust fund is empty. Does that mean they're bankrupt? No, it just simply means that the savings has been depleted, okay? It's just like us, okay? We have $1,000 sitting in a savings account. our expenses exceed our income and our things like that. Therefore, we slowly draw down our savings, and eventually our savings is empty. Does that mean we're bankrupt? No, it just simply means we don't have any savings anymore, right? We can only pay out what we have coming in through income, right? So that's what it comes down to with Social Security. The same thing happens with them. So there will not be a day that Social Security is bankrupt unless, obviously, I can't say like with 100% certain that there will never be a day that Social Security is bankrupt. But basically what it comes down to, even with insolvency and the current state of everything going on right now, it doesn't really matter. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to say it doesn't matter. It matters because it would reduce benefits. But my point is, even if Social Security trust funds were completely depleted, the program is not bankrupt, and it will not be going bankrupt for any near foreseeable future. And the reason for that is money will still be coming into Social Security. Regardless of what happens with bills, proposals, reform to the program, stuff like that, there will still be money coming into Social Security every single month through the Social Security payroll taxes. The same thing, right? So they're still going to be collecting those taxes. Don't get me wrong. Those taxes are not going away anytime soon. They're not just going to pull up one day and say, hey, everybody, just kidding, we're going to repeal the Social Security payroll taxes. Do you think they're going to do that? Not a chance. Not happening, okay? Not happening. So if you're betting on that, and if you're thinking that Social Security payroll taxes are going away, they're not going away, okay? There's no such thing as those things going away. They'll be there probably forever, okay? So my point is, as long as Social Security payroll taxes are in place, which they will be, they're not going anywhere anytime soon, provided those are in place, Social Security will still have an income. They will only be able to pay out the money coming in through Social Security payroll taxes out in the form of benefits, but the program will not be broke. They'll still be bringing in billions upon billions of dollars every single month, and they'll still be paying out billions and billions of dollars every single month, okay? That is what it comes down to. Let me give you a quick analogy, okay? Now, let's just use us for our personal example. Let's just say that we have a monthly income of $1,000, okay? Our expenses are, say, $1,100 or something like that, right? So let's just say that we have a $1,100, well, let's just say $1,200, just a little easy. It's an easier number to say, okay, honestly. All right, so let's just say that our income is $1,000 a month, and we have $1,200 of expenses, okay? So basically what happens is we get to the point where we're like, okay, well, obviously we need to cut back now on our spending because, well, obviously our income does not service the amount of debt that we are having and the amount of expenses that we have. So therefore, we need to cut back. The most we can do, if we have $1,000 of income, we can spend $1,000. That's it, okay? Same thing goes with Social Security. As of right now, they have money coming in, money going out every single month, and money still comes in. If they deplete this, the Social Security trust funds, now the savings essentially is depleted. It's gone. They can't rely on that. Now they can only pay out the income that is coming in, okay? So that is what it would come down to. So in the event of insolvency, now they say in Social Security terms, let's just say $1,000 is coming into the program every month, which obviously it's way more than that, but I'm just using this for a nice round example just to, kind of illustrate this picture. They can only pay out up to, say, $1,000 worth of benefits every single month because now that's all the income that they have. They can only pay out what they're bringing in, okay? So that kind of makes sense? It's the same thing with us in our personal example. So even if we have a savings account, if we deplete the savings account, does not mean that we're bankrupt. It just simply means we don't have any savings anymore, okay? But now let's say that our income is still $1,000 a month. Our savings has been depleted. We can only pay out through expenses and spending and stuff like that. The only income that we have $1,000 coming in, we can only spend $1,000. That's it. Same thing goes with Social Security, okay? So the Social Security payroll taxes are not going anywhere. In fact, if they do anything, they're going up. That's the only thing they're going to do. They're not going down. They're not going away. They will only go up or stay the same. The only two options with this. So with that being said, Social Security will still have income coming in. Just because their trust fund may be depleted does not mean they're bankrupt. It just simply means that benefits may need to be reduced because the income coming in is less than what actually goes out to beneficiaries. So hope that kind of makes sense, right? So then benefits, according to the most recent Social Security Board of Trustees report, they may need to cut benefits anywhere between about 20 to 22, 23, maybe even 25%. Depends on which reports you look at. There's a bunch of different numbers out there, but let's just call it anywhere between about 22 and 25% is the latest projection as far as what they would have to cut benefits in order just to keep up with paying them out because, income is less and therefore they can only pay out so much. Does that kind of make sense? So Social Security, and again, long story short here, to kind of bring this all full circle, it'll essentially never be bankrupt, ever. Unless they cut Social Security payroll taxes and it has no more money coming in, then the only thing they can do is just basically pay out any money that they have, and then boom, it's done, right? It's not happening. There's no way that's going to happen unless it's replaced with a different type of program that replaces Social Security and ongoing monthly checks for beneficiaries. But again, remember, Social Security has been around since 1935. Almost 90 years this program has been around, right? So why would it go anywhere now? It's not going anywhere anytime soon. However, maybe at some point in the future, maybe 15, 20 years from right now, I would not be shocked one bit to see a new program started that works alongside Social Security for younger generations, but I don't think Social Security is going away anytime soon, if that makes sense, right? So as far as bankruptcy, doubt it. Not happening. Not for a very, very, very long time unless the program is replaced. But that's just what it comes down to. They'll still have income. They can only pay out so much in the event of insolvency. Does that kind of make sense? Anyway, interesting question. I appreciate it. Thanks for leaving that down below. And again, I wouldn't worry about it. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. We've been hearing this for years. We've been hearing it our entire lives. The program is broken. It's bankrupt. It's going away. No, it isn't. Just like a lot of things, it's not going away. There just has to be some changes. You need to make some changes over time, right? That's what happens. It's normal. Nothing wrong with that. Change is good a lot of times. Anyway, not always, but a lot of times change is pretty good, right? Anyway, hope this helps you. Again, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day. Take care, have a good one, and catch you again later in the next video. I'll see you for now. See you.